original haram.
Oh, beautiful, so elegant, just looking like a wow. Just looking like a wow.
So, you're from Pakistan?
Yeah.
Which means that you're Pakistani, yeah?
You're Pakistani, yeah. You're Pakistani, yeah. You're Pakistani, yeah.
कोई सारी यार कोई लिमिट होती है ना
Just looking like a wow. To sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
This is the Two Old Fashioned Podcast with Eshaan and Preet Singh.
One of the most annoying things is when someone says to you, "You're touchy." Because when they call you,
What's the context?
no, like
You should explain the context.
no, the context is in any. It's one calling someone touchy.
Like physically?
No, as in
Bro,
like emotionally.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, sorry,
emotionally.
yeah.
It's one of those things where the moment you say that to someone, if they deny it, they're immediately becoming touchy.
Yeah.
And it's just it's like a cul-de-sac, like an argument cul-de-sac, being like, you're being touchy. And you're like, no, you're saying something that's ostensibly going to piss me off.
Yeah.
But now I'm reacting. And so it feeds into the thing you've just said.
I think it's one of the worst things. I think it's like quite a gaslightery move to be like, you're touchy. It's like, no, I'm upset.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you don't like the fact that I get upset a lot,
Yeah.
change what the fuck you're doing.
Or like, it then becomes you're always upset. No, I'm always upset when you upset me. There is 100% record between you upsetting me and me being upset.
See, no. You're always upset, I think, is fair enough. I think that's valid feedback because that means something's not right.
Yeah, okay.
Right? You could be upset all you like. That just points to a problem. Saying you're touchy implies that you shouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
It's like, no, motherfucker, what, you in my fucking head? Like, I'll be upset as much as I want to be upset.
Yeah, I know. It's such a funny like little curveball to throw at someone because you're like, how do I choose this reaction where I can tell them that what they're saying is annoying, but also not be.
I don't know if you
touchy?
want this in the pod, but like, what was the scenario?
Oh no, I'm not going to talk about that.
You're not gonna. Oh, wait. I'm trying to think if I've ever been told I'm touchy. I've been told like I'm quite an emotionally intense guy. I think. Like
yeah.
you kind of know this, like
Yeah,
with
yeah,
friendships
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Like I have a go at you all the time.
Yeah,
But then
you do.
I just get it out of the way.
You just get it out of your system
Yeah, and I try not to let it fester.
because you're touchy.
No, I hate the over-therapized generation, right? And what I mean by that is you can't just be emotional.
Yeah.
I think we're such an over-therapized generation.
Yeah. Like because people are allowed to have legitimate reaction. If you're doing something to piss someone off and that person gets pissed off, that's a legitimate reaction to you
Yeah.
pissing them off. But you can't then say, "What's the source of your anger? Is it your childhood?" You're like, no, the source of my anger is you didn't do the thing you said you were going to do.
You know, that's legitimately why I don't like therapy, right?
Same.
To a point.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
So
with that.
I went to therapy, right?
Yeah.
I did therapy and stuff. And for about 2 years afterwards, I wasn't like, it felt like there was no emotion in my life. So like we'd have an argument and I'd be sat there just like, so is that you, Eshaan? Or is that your inner child? No, let's just have a fucking argument.
Yeah. The era of people just arguing with each other is over because everything's got to have a reason. There's got to be a reason about your story, your childhood, your whatever. The reason is you're being a dick, bruv.
Or it's the other way, where it's like, let me just be an emotional person. Like, fine.
Yeah, you're allowed to be that person.
Yeah.
It's like if someone cuts you up on the road, right, and you're angry at the person, you can't. If the passenger's next to you saying, your anger suggests that you haven't spoken about the grief your mother ensued on you, whatever. You're like, no, Daddy, Cutty, there's a red light and he just cut me up for no reason.
Yeah.
And he's driving a VW Golf. Oh, the VW Golf.
VW
Do you
Golf.
remember the VW Golf days?
VW Golf, bro.
Bro, that was so
that
funny.
was so good. No, I think it's I'm with you on that. But
Just-
yeah,
Anyway. But how are you?
I'm good. Been a few good gigs and stuff as well. But obviously, we discussed this. We were like, oh, we'll do Christmas. We're gonna do like a few Christmassy things this week.
Christmas.
Starting with this pod, and
Handy.
I've got you a Christmas present.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, shiny hat.
Yeah, there you go. You put it on first, and then we'll get onto it. I don't celebrate Christmas. right? And I'm seeking it.
Merry Christmas! Yeah!
Have you noticed in Desi households, right? I know a lot of Desi. Why do you look so goofy?
Because it's Christmas. Oh, no!
Oh, shit.
Oh, just in the background.
Oh, no. You guys can't see this.
The Christmas spirit is well and truly in the studio because Yiannis' entire lunch is now on the floor. Chicken, what was it? Chicken katsu?
This is 300-year-old carpet, Yiannis.
Yiannis has just dropped his entire lunch.
I feel like we're going to have to pause the pod.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right.
Oh, that's not the Christmas spirit.
No, I feel like I wish I had my phone. I'd take a picture of that. That's so bad.
That's bad. Right.
So
Go back.
this looks like a jihadi remake of Elf. Shit, I don't know why are you looking so
You look like
goofy?
Asian Where's Wally?
Jihadi. Also, if
An
I was in Where's
inclusive
Wally,
Where's Wally? That's funny.
yeah, but if I was in
That's
Where's
funny.
Wally, like that's a short-lived puzzle.
Because you'd be 3 times the size of every other character.
Right, there we go. Second week in a row, another fat joke. It's really funny when another fellow a slightly overweight person.
Yeah, we did a poll. That poll came out.
What was the poll result?
The poll result was that I'm slightly overweight, you're fat.
Merry Christmas!
I was thinking earlier, so basically I've got a niece and nephew. They were like talking about school trips and stuff. Their school trips are so different to ours.
Like, where do they go?
When it was Christmas time, every single year we went to like a different church in the area to learn about the same story.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was mental, because how can you do the same story for 5 years? Like, we know it, bruv. Like, nothing's changed.
We're stand-ups. We do the same stories for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. but that's why I get bored in it. So I just start crowd working.
Yeah.
So it's like 5 years, and it's like it's the same story every different church. And like, obviously, I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, right? Like, HR and political correctness and stuff wasn't around. Yeah. They would do this. Like, I was like one of the few kids, like brown kids in my school, and every year that sermon would be directed at me. But going to like churches and stuff, I really like. I love it. Like, I love learning about religion. So it's like we walk in and it's like this big, awesome building. So you're just there, like, wow, this is sick.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's like you learn about, and I'm like, okay, cool, this is amazing. But they'd be doing the like sermon about like Christianity and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like the different denominations would always direct it at me, and it'd be of varying intensity. I remember one year we went to, I think it was a Methodist church or something.
Yeah.
And you had this new age pastor like in his jeans and stuff, like all cool and stuff. I remember him just being like, sorry, if you don't mind me asking, I'm just going to pick out you at random. It's 30 white kids and me.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's your
Random
name?
stop and search in the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, sorry, what's your name? I was like, Preet. He's like, Preet, what's your religion? Muslim? I was like, no, Sikh. He's like, okay. He clearly knew nothing about Sikhism.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. So, like, do Sikhs believe in Jesus? And I was like, no. And he's like, unfortunately, that means you won't get into heaven.
Wow.
Maybe we should have a conversation about Jesus. Bro, this guy went on a conversion tirade on a school trip.
Damn.
Yeah. And then we went to, I think it was a Catholic church or something. I can't remember the denomination that we went to.
Yeah.
Exact same thing. And he was giving me the Pulp Fiction sermon, that Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, and damned am I. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I hate school trips.
Those kind of things.
No.
The only church that can convert me is a black church, though. If I walked in and like, oh, Jesus, I love Jesus. Let's go, Jesus. I'm like, let's fucking go, Jesus. I'm in.
Bro, I've seen some of the food they serve there. I would be in.
Listen, if you're from a religious domination, you're like, we need more people in the faith. I'm going out to Islam here. I go to a lot of mosques, yeah? Need more food.
Yep.
Some banging songs.
This is very true. I think music speaks to the soul.
Music speaks to the soul. I know Islam has got a good like track record of amazing singers, and there are some Muslims that believe music is haram, which I fundamentally disagree with, but you can pick it up in the comments.
Yeah, is it the Sufis that have the...
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sufi... I like Sufis.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
I'm a big Sufi guy. But yeah, like, if there is music and food involved...
You're there.
I'm in. I could be any religion.
I like that. That's good. Sticking on the Christmas theme...
Yeah.
I have a story for you, but I've got a question for you as well. Yeah. When did you find out that Father Christmas wasn't real, and did you ever believe in him?
I believed in him until the age of like 5.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, listen, we're broke. When Santa comes, that guy is me. So whatever presents you're getting, it's not some other random bloke coming down the chimney. It's me. Because I'm broke and I'm saving money to buy your stupid ass this present. Just so you know. So he was the one who like
Ruined
5
it.
being like, there is no Santa.
I've got a similar-ish story, but it's like so obviously we were in a Punjabi household, right? I spoke Punjabi before English, so these concepts are like even Christmas was a bit alien, and like when I first started school. So around like reception year 1 time, so I'm young. They started teaching us about Christmas, and obviously my mum had taught me about stranger danger and shit. So I remember as a kid thinking, how mental is this? That some dude comes into your room, while you're sleeping, and leaves presents and stuff around. It would like freak me out a little bit. So I went home and I was like to mum, and I was like, you have to sit on his lap, like, no, like my mum wouldn't even let me do that with family members, like, no, like my mum was like so paranoid we were gonna get molested all the time, like, so we were like, okay, cool.
Were you like especially fit kids or something? Was your mum like, I've got the Olsen twins here?
No, I think it was because we were the only brown children.
Oh, okay.
And it's like we didn't speak English, so we couldn't even ask for help properly, right? Oh, dirty baby.
Also, I do feel like Asians tend to be like much stronger on stranger danger.
100%.
Seemingly, like, I'm going to say it. You don't really hear of Asian kids getting molested, do you? Like, if it does happen, it's a family member. That's not nice. But no one's Asians aren't doing sleepovers at random houses.
My God.
Do you know what I mean? But it's true though, isn't it?
I don't know about that, bro.
There's no Asian Madeline McCann, is there?
That's because the fucking children, like the parents, will just have another kid. There's 1 billion people in India, bro. People are getting molested.
By externals?
Maybe externals.
Really?
I feel like I watched a documentary on the Mumbai
okay, forget India. I'm talking about here.
Here,
I wasn't allowed to have a sleepover with anyone.
Yeah, no, I do think Asian parents are more hot on it, so they'll be like,
Yeah.
Like my parents were like, "You're having a sleepover?" Absolutely, categorically not.
I never had one.
Yeah, same. I've never slept over at somebody's
The
house.
first time I stayed around a girl's house, I was like in my mid-20s. I was like, "This is my first sleepover."
That's mad.
This is sick.
Yeah, I was probably at uni.
Yeah.
Like even when I was like a fucking 17-year-old, like a box and shit, I never stayed over at anybody's place. No. But going back to this wholesome Santa
Mum was
story.
like, I've got the Olsen twins.
So Mum was always really hot on that. Yeah. And then like sitting on somebody's lap, like that was a weird no. So basically, I go back home and I'm a little bit freaked out. Like I'm probably 5, 6 in reception. Yeah. So I like spoke to my mum. I was like, oh, they told us about Father Christmas. Yeah. Like, is that real? And she's like, do you think it's real? And I was like, I don't know. Like they were pretty convincing. And she goes, you think a dude comes down the chimney and leaves you presents? Yeah.
Now I see how the Christian missionaries do their work.
Yeah. And I was like, no. And she's like, yeah, obviously no. And I go, fuck off. And then I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We go back to school. They're having like an assembly, right? And it was a big Christmas assembly they'd have. Yeah. The caretaker would dress up as Father Christmas. It was quite convincing. Yeah. He'd walk across the roof of like the next building, so you see him like come down. Yeah. And he would like come down on this like little fire escape thing, give out like little terrible presents to like the top performing kids. Yeah.
Top performing as what?
As in like fittest. As in like
I bet it was the fittest kids that got the presents too. Like when you think back, you'll be like, actually it was the fittest kids.
Yeah, but it was something like that, right? So he's giving out like little terrible presents. And the kid next to me, I think his name was Kevin. Kevin turns around to me, he goes, "Oh my god, this is so cool." He's like losing his shit, and I was like, "You know that ain't real. Like Father Christmas ain't real." Yeah. He was like, "What are you talking about? He's there. He's there." Yeah. I was like, "No." I was like, "That's Mr. Buller," and he goes, "That's not Mr. Buller." I was like, "Why does Santa have hand tattoos?" Mr. Buller was now looking back on it, he's definitely done prison time. Those were prison tats.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you really think that's Santa?" I was like, "He's got the same tattoos as Mr. Buller." And Kevin started crying.
He's great.
And my school had to send a letter home explaining that I'd ruined Father Christmas.
Thing is, I really can't remember believing anything like that. Even Tooth Fairy. Did you believe in the Tooth Fairy?
Tooth Fairy for my first tooth, I did. There's a funny story there as well, actually. My dad mistakenly left a tenner under my pillow. Because my dad was Punjabi as well. My mum was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cute? We'll do Tooth Fairy." Yeah. And he's like, "We're leaving money for the kids for their teeth." She's like, "Yeah." So he does that. And he leaves a tenner.
Right.
I go downstairs. I'm like, "The Tooth Fairy left me a tenner." And my mum, looking back at it, my mum's face goes, "This is like 1998. A tenner's a lot of money."
Yeah.
She was like, "Maybe you should leave it under the pillow, see if she leaves you more." I put the tenner back under my pillow, come back, and there's 50p there.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. Also, how did your dad get those two confused? A £10 note and a 50p coin?
I don't think he did. I think my mum was like, "Leave some money."
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Here's a tenner for a lifetime."
Yeah, great. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever believed in anything like that.
That's crazy.
As a kid.
I used to get a lot of letters sent home, like thinking about it. A lot around Christmas time. That was number one letter that got sent home. Number 2 letter came in year 4. We did a Christmas tombola where all the parents cooked dishes, left them out for the kids. You contribute like £3, raise money for charity vibes. Yeah. Everybody's bringing in like Yule logs, Christmas cakes, mince pies. Yeah. My mum makes aloo parathe.
Amazing.
Doesn't turn down the merch because I used to eat like merch in it, like the regular family food. Yeah. So leaves the merch there, the same for our family. And 3 kids got food poisoning, and they had to,
from the merch.
From the merch.
Yeah.
They had to send them home and send a letter around about allergens.
That's so funny. Also, Yule log and aloo paratha is not a good mix.
But it's like you eat the aloo paratha first, then you get the Yule log, innit?
That's true.
But these kids...
And you get the Yule log in the morning after.
Bro, I think those kids... there was motherfuckers crying and shit. The teacher... I remember the teacher was just like, oh my God.
Were they excited about the aloo paratha there at the beginning?
At the beginning they were.
God.
Yeah. Oh my God, ethnic food. And I remember my mum was like, I tried turning the merch down. Yeah, she never cooked anything for anybody again.
We should do an aloo paratha challenge.
Oh, do you know what? I'm a terrible... I can make a good chicken curry, but that's about it.
No, I meant eating.
Fuck yeah. Samosa challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll do that.
Let's do it. Hi guys, thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of 2 Old Fashioned Podcasts with me, Eshaan and him, Preet Singh. Remember, you can sign up to our Patreon for just £1 a month for life for the first 100 people that sign up. We've only got about 70 places left. You get, for £1 a month, early access, you get the Patreon afters, and you get to see early access to all our Patreon specials coming down the line. What other tiers are there?
We got a £3 tier as well. We got a £10 tier. You get a bunch more exclusive offers. So you get the afters, bonus episode. You get merch. You get percentages off tickets, live shows and things as well. So just go over to the Patreon, check out the 3 tiers. You'll see a detailed description of what you can get extra, but we'll see you over there.
So go and sign up, patreon.com/2 Old Fashioned Pod.
Jal, we got the reaction section of the pod now. I've got 3 or 4 different things I want you to react to.
Okay.
Let's load up the first one.
I've not seen any of I never see any of these things.
Yeah, I just pick them out. Shit that I would have sent him on DMs or whatever. Yeah. And then,
He just stopped DMing me. Right.
So this is like a pub.
Yeah.
You got a dolly there.
A white guy playing the doll.
Yeah, white guy playing the doll.
And the kids dancing.
And it's like a Christmas pub. I was going to send you this with the caption of "They just don't integrate."
As in, it is pretty cool though to see that happening in the middle of a pub.
Yeah, I thought this was a really wholesome video. So you're in a pub, which is inherently British. You got a couple of Asian kids dancing along doing bhangra.
Are they Asian or white? Those kids?
I think those kids were Asian. I didn't. One of them was, but one of them had their face covered.
I feel like they're white kids. No, it's nice. It's nice to see the doll in the middle of a pub and people dancing. I think we should do that more.
But this was my thing, where it's like, you know, everybody's like, you got that joke about it as well, where it's like, oh, they just don't integrate.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's integration.
That is integration. But also, it's like, I think more pubs should have like Indian instruments.
Just a sitar, if
Sitar
you're really
in
fancy
the corner.
gastro pub.
Yeah, sick. Down and out, or then the Ekdara. or ding, ding.
If you're a Weatherspoons, you just get one tumbi.
Yeah, just do that. And the doll in there, it's great. I think it's fantastic.
Yo, this could be an idea.
Yeah.
Right? It's like the worse the pub, the more simple the instrument gets.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're like, I don't know, let's say you start off with a fancy gastropub. Yeah, then you get a sitar, where it's like...
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're the rung down, you get like a tabla, which requires a little bit less skill, but like, it's still skillful to play.
Well, I mean, this week of all weeks, when the world lost Ustad Zakir Hussain.
Don't get me into nonsense,
the
please.
The maestro of tabla, he died aged 73 years old.
What's harder to play? Sitar or tabla?
I don't think you can compare them. They're both very difficult instruments.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for ruining my fucking bit. Now I'm feeling bad about... oh, okay.
Zakir Hussain.
Why do you always feel the need to like prove you're not a coconut?
No, I don't. That's just the news I consume.
Okay, cool. Oh, my algorithm knows I'm not white either. Oh.
You don't know Ustad Zakir Hussain, do you?
Yeah, I do. Of course, he was a very famous tabla player.
Yeah, he was,
yeah. Fucking guy comes at me for my own culture. And then then it's like, if you're at Weatherspoons, you get like a tumbi.
Yeah, yeah.
Or just like one guy, just like ding a ding a ding.
Just said mouth instrument. I'm a beatboxer now.
Yeah.
I'm a beatboxer. What's this? Down.
Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, I'll get 2 pints of lager from your house.
Yeah.
Could you turn the music up a little bit as well, please?
Yeah, no problem. Which pub would get the bassuri in there? The flute. Which one would have that?
A pub that thinks is nice but is terrible. A Green King.
Green King, if you want to collab, yeah, give us a shout.
I got beef with Green King.
What's the beef with Green King?
One of their pub landlords once nearly got into a physical altercation with me because he was racist.
Which pub was it?
Probably shouldn't say. But I got a video of it and everything.
Let's
I like chuck him.
Can we react to that?
Yo. That actually might be a thing. I grab him and like throw him back. Yeah, it was mad.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, right.
But that was just a little wholesome video. I thought we'll get a little wholesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
This one already I'm a bit worried about because it's like
okay, right.
BJP colours.
Okay, right. You know, I was talking about Christian missionaries.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's made the edit because went in a little bit, but Christian missionaries are on an agenda to like really focus on India, right? And it's like so it's like it's seen as quite like a negative force there. So across India, you get like a lot of like reaction against it. And we got this Christmas video out of India.
Why is he slapping him so delicately?
So they've got an effigy of Santa, and they're chanting Santa. Was it? Father Christmas Murdabad. Yeah. So how would you describe? That's it, Yiannis. How would you describe Father Christmas? No, not Father Christmas. Murdabad in English.
Murdabad is to death, sentence.
Yeah, that's kind of it. It's like a protest slogan. Yeah. But I thought, firstly, it was hilarious that they got the worst Santa Claus effigy I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was. Because the thing is, one thing South Asia is particularly good at is effigies.
Yeah,
like that. I want to see the Blue Peter in South Asia.
it's just
like today, kids, we're making an effigy of Father Christmas. Here's what I made
Jimmy Carr to host a big fat quiz of the year, but it's all just rating effigies.
Yeah. And so that's one thing like South Asia's really good at is making effigies. They're really good at it. That was like quite a solid effigy, but he was so delicate with the slapping. He was like, stop it. Stop doing Father Christmas.
Stop, no.
Don't,
baby, no.
No, don't be Christmas Santa, baby. Don't come down the chimney tonight.
But it's also just like of all like things to go against Christian missionaries, they choose Father Christmas.
A and B, you heard how loud it was in the background. There were 7 of them. Which Facebook group did they set up to go, right, 7 of us are going to turn up and be like, Father Christmas should die?
I also think it's funny that the BJP are the ones that are doing stuff against religious extremism in India.
No, I know.
That's mad, isn't it?
The BJP, if you're a fan of the BJP or Modi, thanks, but you don't need to listen to this.
Bruv, I've got to get back into India, innit?
I've never been. Like, I've gone for a visa to India 4 times. Every time the same rigmarole. They ask my name,
Yeah.
Eshaan Akbar. Then a new pop-up comes up. Like, Akbar, yeah? Where's your family from? I put mums in first, Bangladesh. They're like, not ideal. Well, where's your dad from? And I put Pakistan.
Yeah.
Then another pop-up comes up. And they said, we just want to check. Did you say Pakistan? I put why, and they go, don't bother. Don't come in, please. 4 times.
You should just put down with Father Christmas next time.
Yeah, maybe I should. But then that doesn't change the fact that my dad's Pakistani.
Yeah, that's very true.
And
Yeah.
they have lots of Christians in Pakistan.
Do they?
Loads. There was one cricketer called Yusuf Yohana who was the only Christian in the Pakistani team. But at the end, his name was Muhammad Yusuf. By the time he was done, Yusuf Yohana was no longer Christian. It's so funny.
Maybe
there's
that's
that proper Imam Muslim now.
Maybe that's the trick. We all just got to convert shit into our own religion.
Yes.
So like those were the Hindu BJPs, right? They just convert Father Christmas, have their like Pandit Christmas.
Yeah. Why'd you do that? That was somehow so unnecessarily racist. You just did the head thing.
We're 2 episodes in and I've said the most racial shit. And
Yeah, you have.
I just think it's funny, innit?
It is funny. Yeah, it's funny. But also, the leap from Father Christmas to like being a Sikh figure or a Muslim figure it's not too far. Like, the beard's there.
The beard's there.
Headgear.
All you need is a red bug.
Lal Pug, you're there.
Yeah.
There's fat Singhs and fat Muslims.
Yeah.
The chimney thing will be a problem. Because a Singh will be like, don't put a chimney here. Otte extension kar la. Etho kar la. This is a bad design. As he's coming down the chimney, he's like, wait a minute, kid, let me speak to your parents. Oi, this chimney breast, you don't need it. Create more space, Hannah.
It's a Sikh Father Christmas and all he does is just go around telling you what renovations he would do to your house. Oh, thank you. Glab Jamun Ticha. Yeah, good.
Very good.
Have you ever thought about loft conversion?
Love conversion. I got good guys.
They take 7 months.
Because when I was coming down the chimney, you had no loft. It was so hard. Actually, it would add value to the property. Good, £50,000.
Listen, present, leave that. I add value to your home.
I love the thought of Father Christmas just fucking off his job and turning into this construction business.
I love
Because he's
that.
so unhappy with the roofing situation in Britain. That's funny.
Oh, I love that. That's good. That's fucking great. Oh, man. I'm crying. Right. We got... This one's less festive. But did you know, and sorry to break the news to you if you didn't, but the UK has banned cousin marriage.
Why are you saying sorry? Why did that start with the sorry?
To be fair, I'm only apologising to your Pakistani half. But do Bangladeshis marry cousins? Yeah, exactly. So only to the Pakistani half.
Yeah, I mean...
None.
Wait, in my family, on my dad's side, is anyone married to their cousin? No.
Good.
My dad was engaged to his cousin for a day. Genuinely true. Check out this story, yeah? Engaged to his cousin.
Sorry, can we rewind? You were so offended that I apologised at cousin
No,
marriage.
to me. I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah, but it's the
My
same
parents,
thing.
no, it's not. My parents' generation is different.
It's the same thing. And then you were like, was there anybody? No. Well, my dad was engaged.
for a day, right? So what happened was his family went, okay, you're going to marry this woman. And my dad was like late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
And he's like acquiescing to what his parents were. I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. If that's what you want. And that night, my dad was like, I'm marrying my cousin. What the fuck? I'm doing that. So then next morning, he goes, look, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Right, because I want to marry my cousin. His younger brother went, I'll do it. Our culture is insane, bro. My younger one, oh, okay, don't worry, I'll do it.
He volunteered.
Yeah, and he did.
Yo.
I cannot imagine, like, me going out with a girl saying I don't want to date her, my brother going, oh, I'll date her then. Like,
It's also not a girl. It's your cousin. How long was he plotting on that?
I have no idea.
He was just like when they proposed it to your dad. He was like, "Oh fuck, man." He's like, "I should have said something."
Yeah.
Shit. I'll do it.
I know, it's wild, but yeah, no, cousin marriage is not something that we do.
Yeah.
Really.
So cousin marriage has been banned.
Yeah.
And
Poor old Norfolk.
yeah, we have really good politicians in this country. So I've forgotten this guy's name, but we have Sar.
Just by looking at the initial thing, I'm worried about what's about to come out of his mouth. Am I racially profiling him? I don't know, but let's see.
I don't know. Let's find out.
An estimated 35 to 50% of all sub-Saharan African populations either prefer or accept
Sorry, can we pause it
cousin marriages.
I love how he started with sub-Saharan.
Oh, Afri-
If I was African, I'd be like, bro, why are you bringing us
Why are
into
you
this?
dragging us into this, bruh?
Go on.
And it is extremely common in the Middle East and in South Asia. The reason the practice is so common is that ordinary people see family intermarriage overall as something that is very positive, something that helps build family bonds and helps put families on a more secure financial foothold. However, as is well documented, it is not without health risks for the children of those relationships, some of whom will be born out of wedlock. Instead of stigmatizing those who are in cousin marriages or those inclined to be.
Wait, that's his big issue. Does he mean mental health? What? I swear to God, he said.
Yo, we can't have heard that right. We must have zoned off. Yeah.
Will be born out of wedlock. Instead
but
of
in the lead up to this, he
stigmatizing
says something about
those who
health
are in
issues,
cousin
isn't it?
marriages.
Yeah, he's talking
as
about
is
health
well
issues, but
documented,
what health
it
issues
is
is he
not
talking about?
without
Here we go,
health
yeah.
risks
Here we go.
for the children of
Documented.
those relationships, some of whom will be born out of wedlock. Instead of stigmatizing those who are in cousin marriages or those
Oh, I
inclined to
don't
be.
understand what the fuck
He
he
went
talking
from
about.
health benefits to born out of wedlock being the main health issue.
Bro, what's he talking about?
You go to the doctor. What's wrong? I was born out of wedlock.
You can't legislate for that. Like he's just like, oh, fuck. What other problems are there? Wedlock.
Yeah,
There's no wed.
That's not a health issue.
There's
Well,
not.
What else is this? This is crazy.
To be. A much more positive approach would be to facilitate advanced genetic test screening for prospective married couples, as is the case in all Arab countries in the Persian Gulf, and more generally to run health education programs targeting those communities where the practice is most common.
Right. Okay.
Bro, he wants the government to facilitate you fucking your cousin.
But also,
You can't do that.
What is it when they do geneticist? What is it called? Eugenics.
Eugenics, yeah.
That was just like a pro-eugenics statement, being like, "Oh, just do genetic health test screening."
Bro, I'm fine with eugenics. Do you know what I'm really worried about? Kids being born out
Born
of
out
wedlock.
wedlock. Oh, that's the big issue. That's the big health problem.
At some point, Yiannis, can we get his name? Let's refer to him by name. How much do you want to have to like, fuck your cousin, to stand up in the middle of Parliament and be like, lads.
The question you're asking him is how fit is his cousin? That's what you're asking. So we need to find out his name, check out who his cousin is, and be like, do you know what? I get it.
He's independent MP Iqbal Mohammed.
Iqbal Mohammed. Iqbal means one hair as well.
He would have a full head of hair if his
Also,
parents weren't cousins.
Come on. You know how tough it is for Muslims in the UK. Just sit this one out.
He's confirmed every single stereotype.
Just be like, do you know what? I don't think it's good for the overall, like, ummah. It's not good for the reputation of Muslims for me to be standing in the House of Parliament being like, yo, these children married out of wedlock is a big health issue.
There's so many like South Asian Muslim issues that Iqbal could be focusing on, and he's like, do you know what my main keystone speech here is going to be?
Yeah,
we need to be fucking our cousins.
This guy, I mean, it's maybe this is just the privilege of us being born and raised in the West. Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Go on.
But you can't be marrying your cousin, no matter how fit she is. I've got 2 fit cousins. And I'll be honest.
Thank you for subscribing to the Patreon,
when I was a
guys.
teenager, I may or may not have thought about them. Right? When I'm having you know what I mean. But I don't want to marry them. But and in your sexual awakening, you go, she is fit.
Can I dive in here? The conversation started with us being like, how ridiculous is it that Iqbal
to marry
wants to
them?
fuck?
Also,
sorry, wait. Don't go any further. You have umbrage with the fact that he's allowing cousin marriage, not the fucking of cousins.
No, you don't fuck your cousin. Don't marry them.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, but you want to think about them.
No,
when you're a teenager.
No. Yanis, please weigh on this.
Absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not.
I'm not. Look, you two are not being honest, right? When you're a teenager or early teens, 12, 13, you go for in the pre-internet age, you go for the women that's your reference point, right? If you've got a fit cousin, you're like, okay, I can whack to that.
A fit teacher.
Yeah.
Right?
Fit teacher. Fit shop worker, Iceland.
Yep. Carol Vorderman.
That's your thing. Littlewood's catalogue.
Katie Price.
Cousin.
No, Yiannis, if you could see Yiannis's face, I feel like Yiannis is really... Do you know what? I feel like you've done an embarrassment to the Ummah right now as well.
No, I haven't.
You and Iqbal are about to...
Do you know what? I'm going to call Iqbal and be like, listen, I understand it from when I was a teenager.
If we unite powers, your political audience and my comedy audience, we can overturn this bill.
Everyone. And comment.
Please don't.
No, I want you to just be honest. Be honest and just tell me whether or not there was a cousin in your family you were like, they're fit.
I can't believe this.
Maybe you've got ugly cousins.
Maybe.
Have you got ugly cousins?
Maybe.
Are your cousins ugly?
Bro, I ain't saying...
Your mum thought you were all fit. Your mum thought you were all fucking models.
I have such a problem with this. Like, seriously, such a problem. I can't believe you're just like okay with it. Listen, Iqbal, if you're... the other thing, he dragged all of South Asia into it.
First Sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And he's like, I like how he was like Sub-Saharan Africa.
Middle East. China.
Yeah. No, it was
Greenland.
It was the tone. He was just like, yeah. So many cultures in Sub-Saharan Africa and the Middle East and South Asia. Like, no, bro, just say your
focus
community.
on your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't mention Sub-Saharan Africa or the Middle East. Not your beef. But
no, Middle East beef. Middle East big cousin marriers.
Yeah, but there's also like an African problem. Do you know what I mean? Like,
why you and Iqbal have the same talking points?
But what I mean is, look, don't do cousin marriages. I agree. Disgusting. Yeah. Don't do it. Stupid.
Wet dreams, though.
Huh? You can't legislate against that.
I feel like this is something we need to carry on into the Patreon.
No, well, we can or we can't. But basically, I just want you guys to be honest and just tell me whether or not there's a cousin that you fancied. Of course there is. Of course there is in your family. When you're first, like, growing up, they're the first people you see from an opposite gender if you're that way inclined.
That's mad. Mine was my year 2 teacher.
It was also one of my mum's friends. What?
You see, that's fine. They're women that aren't related to you.
Yeah, but okay. Hi guys, thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Too Old Fashioned. Now I've got a bit of an announcement to make, which is that your boy's on tour. Yes, I'm on tour across 2025, February to April, going all over the country, including a headline show at the Hackney Empire in London. And this man is going to be supporting me on pretty much all of the dates. It's like most of them.
Most of the days. Most of the South. All of the South.
Most of the South, yeah, pretty much you're doing. So go to eshaanakbar.com, get those tickets. Like I said, going to everywhere, going to Milton Keynes.
Whew.
Going to fucking...
Colchester.
Yeah, I'm going to Colchester, actually.
Yeah, that's the big one.
So look up eshaanakbar.com, go and get your tickets. I'd love to see you on tour. You get to see me, and particularly if you're in the south bit of the UK, get to see this man with me as well. So head over, eshaanakbar.com, get those tickets. Right, so every week we offer some advice because, Preet and I are worldly wise boys. And please do send in the advice requests that you've got on our social media. Email us. Let us know the things you want advice on, because I think we actually give quite good advice. So, Preet, you've got a couple for this week.
Yes.
Christmassy ones.
Yeah, I've picked out a few. We've got 2 Instagram and 1 Patreon here. We'll start off with probably my favourite one, because this is a good one, right? From Instagram. First work Christmas party. Hey guys, I've just started my first grad job and the office Christmas party is coming up.
Yeah.
It's my first proper night out, work night out, and I'm a bit nervous. I've had drinks before with the team, but only with mates at smaller get-togethers.
Yeah. So
this feels like new territory. Do you have any advice on how to behave, what to wear, or anything else really?
Wear something sexy, fuck the most senior person in the room.
Absolutely tremendous advice. Why?
Early doors, set your stall out, fuck the most senior person in the room. You're young, you're fit, you're sexy. Get a couple of promotions. Get yourself into a position of power. Just say that's why you did it. Bish bash bosh, £20,000 bonus.
Okay, that was very... my advice would be the exact opposite of that, right?
Also, don't believe him, because he would have been the guy looking to shag at the Christmas party.
No. How long have you known me? I always keep work and play separate. Every time.
Oh, that is true about you.
Yeah, every time.
Really? You haven't shagged anyone in the office?
Never.
In every single workplace I've ever been in, I've shagged someone. I've got a 100% record. I realised this the other day.
I've also realised that this is now technically a workplace for you, and I'm scared about the studio.
You don't know what I've done to Yiannis to get him to do this. But every single workplace, like every job I've had, and in comedy, I have shagged someone.
In comedy?
Yeah.
Like, as in every single venue you've played?
No, as in like in the industry. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's what I was
That
thinking.
is exhausting.
What about your current agent's offices?
No.
I'm so glad you said no to that.
But yeah, no, I have been very bad at that. Like, I don't separate always work and...
Always separate work and play.
Never shit what you eat, cuz.
No, it never goes well. I've seen it play out before, right? For some reason, if you end up following his advice, right, the team will find out. When you work together for so long, they can pick up on vibes.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially when you're like giving them a hand job in the office. Under the desk.
Yeah.
That's a big signal.
Big signal. But it's like you'll never be able to maintain that like sense of responsibility. People see you differently. Don't do it. I would say dress however you want to dress. I would also say let out like 15% of your real personality. Because you want to show them that actually there's more to you.
Okay, interesting.
Like, just under the surface. Like maybe like let us.
What would be 15% of your personality? From work, what's 15% extra?
I'd drop a couple of jokes.
Okay.
So
you're not funny during work hours?
Bro, I swear to you now.
Yeah.
My work's never known that I've done comedy. Ever.
Really?
Bro, I am the most miserable person. I have no personality at work.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. I'd always let I always let my manager in on the secret so they feel a little bit special.
Right, nice.
So like if I'm like 6-7 months in.
Now everyone knows.
I never plan to have another day job again.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll be like, oh hey, by the way, I've got something to tell you. Please don't tell the wider team. They'll see me differently. I really care about this job. I do stand up.
All right, nice.
But please don't tell anybody.
See, whereas I'm the funny guy in the office, and my 15% extra is me crying.
15%. Oh, Eshaan's actually really troubled.
Yeah, Eshaan's. Wow, he's really finished that whiskey. That's a whole bottle.
So what I would say is have a good time, but also remember that these are like work people. Like 15% is the right amount.
I say just go the whole hog because then you have a story to tell. Do you know what I mean? Like you just got to throw yourself in.
The only thing that I would say is if there's the correct time to fuck your boss,
It's
or
then.
like fuck around in the office,
Yes,
is
Christmas.
when you're fresh out of uni.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's like everybody's like, oh, you're supposed to be like that. And like worst comes to worst, you can like really
Man.
let a HR complaint go.
Can I just say, it just reminded me, I had a grad job and that first Christmas was bad. It was bad, bro.
Go on.
Because a few months before Christmas, I met a girl who worked basically in the same building, and we started kind of seeing it like fucking basically. It was good times. Had a nice time, whatever. And but we both agreed that it was going to be casual the whole time because she had someone in South Africa that she was in love with, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. But we kept it casual. Then in the kind of time that I was keeping it casual, I met another person from the same building. But this is like Canary Wharf, right? So it's like 36th floor building.
Yeah.
Start shagging her, having a great time. Get to Christmas, it's like the week before Christmas, and the global HR team are having a massive Christmas party. And I get a call from the second chick, and she's like, oh, hey, I'm sharing a room with name of first person. No. And we started talking about guys, and we both said your name. And I'm wondering what's going on. And I was like,
no.
What? Well, Lady One is keeping it casual because she's got someone in South Africa. Lady One got so upset with me. She's like, oh, I didn't think you'd be shagging anyone else. I'm like, hold on. You got someone in South Africa. You said it's casual. Like,
No.
what are you talking about? How are they sharing the same room?
How are they sharing the same guy? There's not enough of you to go around.
There was then.
Back
then, virile 21.
Good.
We got caught by the Canary Wharf security guards underneath West India Quay Station.
As in all three of you?
No, just me and her.
Oh,
Me and
okay.
one of them. It was pretty hot. And he carried on watching. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's talk about it another time. And then second girl calls me. She goes, oh, can I speak to you tomorrow? We met at the Pret a Manger in Canary Wharf. And she's like, oh, you know, I really like you and I know this, but I'd like us to stay together. And I was like, I can't because I feel like I've just broken everyone's trust. And then the first girl married the guy from South Africa. 12 years later,
Yep.
I get a job at HSBC. I turn around. Who's working there? Girl number 2.
Case in point of why you don't fuck around at work. The industry's a lot smaller. I don't know what industry you work in. The industry you work in is going to be a lot smaller than you think.
Fuck the boss.
No, look, the whole thing is, right, as long as you're like sensible,
Fuck the boss.
don't do it. No, look, I'm going to wrap my advice up there.
Yeah.
Don't fuck your boss. Let 15% of your personality out and just have a good time.
Suck him off.
First, there's two things with that. You've just assumed the boss is a man.
Come on.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Come on.
What are you doing?
It's Christmas.
What are you doing?
Come on.
Don't perform any form of fellatio on anybody at the party.
The percentages wise, it's going to be a man. That's not my fault. That's just statistically accurate.
I also feel like maybe a female boss wouldn't try and hit on
If
an
it's a female
intern.
boss, fucking do it. I've only ever fucked one of my female bosses. It was great.
But I feel like you're not the person we model our lives on, though.
Just do it. Have fun. Life's short.
If you want to turn out like Eshaan, fuck the boss.
Yeah.
Right. Should we move on to advice number 2?
Do it.
Yeah. I feel like we've successfully ruined that person's life.
Good.
Oh, this is great. This one comes from an Instagram person as well, right? Banned from Christmas dinner because of my tics.
Tics.
Yeah, it all makes sense. Let me read it out. So here's one for you. I've got Tourette's and I tend to tick at the most inappropriate times, which people often get embarrassed about. I usually laugh it off because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. But one Christmas dinner, it all kicked off. My uncle, who'd had a few drinks, made some digs about me acting like a child because of my tics. I tried to brush it off, but then he accused me of lying about it. So in the spirit of festive chaos, I ticked and let everyone know about how he's been lying to my aunt because I'd seen him at the pub with another woman.
Oh, great tick.
Very much not just friends, given all the PDA.
Oh, yes.
And that's why I'm now banned from Christmas dinner, but somehow he's not. Any thoughts?
First of all, having tics, your family should be a lot more accommodating of that.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, I don't condone snitching, but I feel like in this case, fuck that uncle.
Fair play.
Yeah,
fair play, 100%. And so I hope they haven't banned you because of the tics. But also, what is Christmas if not an opportunity for people to just like?
Yeah, I feel like the way that was worded,
So
that uncle had it coming for a while.
100%. I mean, clearly it was coming for a while. This guy's in the pub out there.
But I really like the fact that you've taken something that obviously inherently can be a little bit disruptive and you've used it to your advantage like a superpower.
Do you know what? I think you should claim that because of your tics, you've forgotten that you were banned and turn up.
And live stream the whole thing.
Yeah. Just like, oh, I didn't hear it because I was
guys.
ticking. I don't remember.
Yeah, and I really want to know why you're banned and he's not.
Yeah, that's weird because...
He's a dick. He's cheated.
Is he still with the person? Like, is he still with the aunt? Do we know?
Oh, no.
Or has he moved on?
No.
Like, is he coming to Christmas with the new woman?
Well, it says that he's not banned, so like he's definitely coming.
So presumably he's still there with his existing missus,
yeah,
having been outed for having this affair.
Which is mad.
That is mad. But I think you should like turn up and claim that because of your tic you couldn't remember that you were banned.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And be like, I'm here now.
And maybe like try and like reveal another secret about another family.
Please.
Turn it into a Christmas tradition.
Like Christmas crackers. Oh my God. Make Christmas crackers with a different revelation about each family member.
Yo.
Instead of a joke.
Yeah. We just shake you up and then like see what comes out.
Which uncle was seen snogging Hillary in the pub? John? Wear a hat, you silly goose.
Yeah. This could be the world's best Christmas game.
Oh my God. We need to make Christmas crackers where you do revelations about family members.
Oh, I would absolutely love that.
Who touched me when I was 6? John again?
This John sounds like a real piece
Uncle
of shit.
John.
Cheating.
You naughty bastard.
Yeah, but I think that's beautiful. It's like I feel like that's an EastEnders reveal as well. I love
so
that.
Good.
I love that.
Dum, 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 dum. That's the tick.
Oh shit!
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Merry Christmas. All right, well, that's it for this week. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope you guys have a really good Christmas, whatever you're up to.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a good Christmas.
Presumably nothing.
Yeah. No.
But have a great Christmas. And look, thanks for all the support so far. It's been amazing this first week.
Yeah, it's been way more successful than I thought. So thank you so much, guys.
Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, we got... I feel like that's us in a nutshell, isn't it? You're the optimist being like, oh, thank you guys. And I'm like, yeah, thanks for not letting us down, man.
Yeah, no, but thank you. I hope you guys have a great Christmas. But don't worry, we'll be recording a podcast every single week. Sign up to the Patreon. Give us your 5 stars on Spotify. Like, subscribe, comment. All you know the score. Do all that shit for us. It just helps us. And what?
And we'll see you over Patreon for the afters.
Oh, yeah. And remember, you can there's still how many? I think 30 of you have signed up to the £1 for life deal.
Yep.
So there's still like 70 places left. Once they're gone, they're gone. It's £1 a month for life, early access. You get the afters as well, and you get all our Patreon specials that are coming down the line. So please go ahead, sign up, patreon.com/2oldfashionedpod.
There you go. Lovely. In one take.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!